the name. We're not afraid to hit that play. To protect his legacy from his ex-wife, we speak out for Elvis, for what is right. So we're gonna keep making those videos. That's what we do here at Rare.
Hello everybody, this is Rare with Photos, bringing you another comment video. I love seeing your comments. Sometimes I get to read them all. Sometimes we listen to music while we read them. But, you know, they're always interesting. And I see these comments. If they're on the screen, I have seen them. Okay, and more than likely, I've either responded to them or I hit a little heart on them. Sometimes I missed a little heart and I have to go back and read it again real quick and hit the heart. So, let's go get started. Judy Brenda said she's not a very good person, and I hearted that. Inger had a wonderful comment about how Elvis's love actually helped Lisa when she was young, and she cherished that. And she talked about how her daddy loved her very much. Stephanie Foley, you said you read the book when it just came out, and at that time you thought it was very plausible. Elvis often said people love Elvis the entertainer. They don't know or love the real me. Due to his fame and money, he never fully trusted people's true intentions. Lucy met and loved him before the fame and money came. After Elvis lost his mother, he was truly never the same and never found true happiness. Lucy represented a connection to a time when he was the happiest in the beginnings, when his mother was still with him. When Elvis needed that comfort and connection to that early life, Lucy was truly the only love he could reach out to. He could not pick up the phone to call June, Anita, Dixie, Barbara. They were all married by that time. The older we get, the more we look back to the best and happiest times of our lives. Elvis was no different. I agree with you, and I think I said some of the same things, and you make very good points there. You know, the tie back to Gladys. You know, I've kind of tied in Gladys to the time frame of 58, you know, when she passed away. If Elvis had a saying at all, with being with somebody that was a mother, it had to do with that, or it had to do with Lucy, which I brought up. And then I don't think that Derry had heard me say it on the video because he's a pretty busy guy, but he said the same thing. He thought that if there was a thing, it had to do with Lucy having children and not being able to go with him. She was tied down to the family, and he kind of didn't want that. He didn't want that with somebody that he was going to be with. So it might have been a rule. He's gone, Lisa's memoir about the day Elvis, her daddy, died. Sharon said, now you know what Priscilla gets it from her mother, who was ice cold, and so is she like mother, like daughter. Thank God Lisa had a dad that wasn't as cold as ice. Elvis had a heart. As usual, that's a great comment, Sharon. I appreciate you coming on here and letting us know what you think. What's up, Elvis 78 ALE? What's the ALE stand for? Is that like beer, like drinking ale? 78L. You will have to let me know that. And as we look forward here, let me go ahead and play a song, and I'll get back and read some more comments.
Lisa was the sweetest girl. Her daddy loved her so. Prissy took her to L.A., replaced Elvis with Mike Stone. Then she ran out of cash and sued the king of rock and roll, made him sell his royalties and play show after show. She put Elvis in an early grave, then laughed upstairs at Graceland. At least that's what a witness said, when Prissy should have saved him. Instead she drank poor Elvis and took Lisa Marie away. Elvis fans, they don't forgive her to this very day. Prissy B should lose the Presley name. Now that Lisa's gone, she left us with her book, telling us all that Prissy B and Michael Edwards took her joy and took her dreams, took her innocence away. And Prissy has the nerve to still get up on stage. She put Elvis in an early grave, then laughed upstairs at Graceland. At least that's what a witness said, when Prissy should have saved him. Instead she drank poor Elvis and took Lisa Marie away. Elvis fans, they don't forgive her to this very day, Prissy B should lose the Presley name. Now that Lisa's gone, she left us with her book, telling us all that Prissy B and Michael Edwards took her joy and took her dreams, took her innocence away. And Prissy has the nerve to still get up on stage. She put Elvis in an early grave, then laughed upstairs at Graceland. At least that's what a witness said. But Prissy should have saved him. Instead she drank for Elvis and took Lisa Marie away. Elvis fans, they don't forgive her to this very day. Prissy B should lose the Presley name. Prissy B should lose the Presley name.
Appreciate those comments, Stacy, Luna, Sharon, Sandra, and Gianna. Lorraine says Prissy only cared about money and herself. That seems to be what is the continued trend here. She's just going out, pitching the same stuff to hopefully a different group she thinks is a different group that's going to hear every time. She's still peddling her 1985 book, Elvis and Me. Hey Adriana, the naysayers such as I, aren't arguing that the entire book is a lie. I wholeheartedly believe everything that Lucy said about where Elvis performed over the years and about the trauma she experienced as an 11-year-old girl in an arranged marriage. Adriana says, what I do not believe are the parts of the book that claim they had a 24-year affair and a secret love child. Of course, everyone screams DNA. That is the only solid proof of Desiree belonging to Elvis. Elvis Presley Enterprises has no control over Billy Smith or Patsy Presley's family, and they would gladly submit a DNA test. Now, I don't know whether they would gladly submit a DNA test free of charge for Desiree to match against. That certainly might be possible. But here's the truth of the matter, Adriana, is that even if they submitted DNA and she tested against him, it could show up as a 0% match, even if she was Elvis's daughter, because cousins and second cousins and third cousins sometimes just don't really share enough DNA, especially when you have another DNA mixed in it, which is the mom. At least that's what I've read. You need to have a paternal and a maternal for the surest proof. Then you also, if you can't have that, then a grandma or a grandfather. And if you can't have that, then a sibling, which would be Lisa Marie, which she has passed now. So we will see, once again, if they want to do something like that, and if there's some scientific evidence to the fact that she might match with Billy or Patsy. I myself can't speak for her, but I could certainly bring it to the attention of the author and perhaps to her as well. And, maybe she would want to do that. So I appreciate you bringing that up. If you're really close to them, that's great. I know he's on YouTube too. I can reach out as well. That being said, he and I are strangers to each other, so even though we're in the same world, except he's related to Elvis and I'm not, he doesn't really owe me anything or even owe me a response. But, he can reach out to me for sure. Thanks, Karen. I love writing songs about Elvis, and I appreciate you saying that you love the song From Here to the Great Unknown and all of the tribute songs. On that note, let's play From Here to the Great Unknown.
Heaven has a special place for angels just like them, those that gave their everything and sang those precious hymns, like where no one stands alone, and how great thou art. Sure they were less than perfect, but that they shared a giving heart. From here to the great unknown, they found a way into our hearts and homes. Elvis and his sweet Lisa Marie won't be forgotten for all of history. They have gone where no one stands alone, from here to the great unknown. One was born in 1935, as poor could be. The other born in 68 to music royalty. From here to the great unknown, they found a way into our hearts and homes. Elvis and his sweet Lisa Marie won't be forgotten for all of history. They have gone where no one stands alone, from here to the great unknown. One was born in 1935, as poor could be. The other born in 68 to music royalty. From here to the great unknown, they found a way into our hearts and homes. Elvis and his sweet Lisa Marie won't be forgotten for all of history. They have gone where no one stands alone, from here to the great unknown. No one stands alone, from here to the great unknown.
Gonna leave you with this great comment from Karen Plummer. TCB TLC, this is Rare with Photos.